Well, first of all, I just want to say JDRF has a singular goal of creating a world without type 1 diabetes, and that's what this is all about. And proceeds from today's tennis event are going to really affect the research that's going to improve the lives of millions of kids and millions of adults, which is really wonderful. 71%, this sort of shocked me, 71% of treatments, human trials, that are done in this country related to type 1 diabetes are supported and funded by JDRF, which is pretty impressive. I wanted to thank Mark and Joy and Madison for carrying this on for another year. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful that people care. It's not a type 1 diabetes. It's not it's an autoimmune disease, but it's not one that is very common and less common than type 2. So it's nice that people get out, and I know this year JDRF has an ambitious goal on a walk next week where they intend to raise $1.5 million for that event. So anyways, it's great. My family's thrilled to be here again. While people with type 1 diabetes have a benefit of insulin, it's far from a perfect drug. Calculating too much of a dose can be life-threatening. And an accurate calculation of carbohydrate consumption, considering all factors such as activity level, stress, illness, even the weather, can make it very difficult to monitor. The invisible mental work done by Madison and others with type 1 is really a full-time, 24/7 sort of lifetime of work, and really very little peace of mind as an outcome of that. When an individual's pancreas stops functioning, they no longer have the benefit of sort of those natural things that we all have with our pancreas, which is producing insulin and also various hormones that manage our blood sugar levels. So that is stopped for them. The recent news of the FDA that Mark referred to, the approval of one version of an artificial pancreas, and there are many that are under research right now, but this is the very first one. This is a tremendous accomplishment. It's one because the FDA has approved it and has recognized that this is a safe way to treat type 1 diabetes. This is pretty neat. It's not an organ, but it's innovative technology that combines an insulin pump and continuous glucose monitor, and does the thinking that a person with type 1 diabetes would have to do themselves, and it somewhat mimics a pancreas. It's been shown in studies to keep blood sugars in excellent range, reduce the danger of low blood sugars, and the necessity of treating low blood sugars by consuming carbohydrates. Eventually, the next generation of these artificial pancreases will also include the delivery of a second hormone, glucagon, to raise blood sugars. So, you know, when you look at your pancreas, if your blood sugar goes high, you can take some insulin, it brings it down. If your blood sugars are going down, you can take, you have glucagon or hormones that'll bring it up. So that's always working. Well, this new artificial pancreas is going to have both functions. It's going to be amazing. So literally, it will take that away from the children or the adults who have type 1 diabetes, and it will do all the thinking on a device like your smartphone. And it'll literally be monitoring you, and whenever you need a little bit of insulin, it'll just deliver it. You don't have to count, you don't have to count your carbs, you don't have to worry about how much exercise you're getting, and if you need to bring up your blood sugars, glucagon will be delivered. It is amazing. They've already begun trials on the second generation up in Boston at BU, and they have, I guess, had 2-week trials with kids in a camp, and the blood sugars not changing their diet, not changing their activity, their blood sugars were in perfectly normal range. So this is, the advances now with the FDA on board are going to be tremendous. The last thing I just want to say, I mean, I can't say enough how grateful I am where Mark is, and the Upper Dublin Sports Center staff, you guys, I mean, just for volunteering your time and allowing like all of the proceeds from the people that have come out, and all the players, so that money can go to JDRF. Means a lot to my son, it means a lot to my family, and I'm sure to your family as well, and to Madison. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, Carl.
Thanks, Carl.
All right, so we have a little raffle.